Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Ashmita here. Today I'm here to give you a basic introduction to Python, and in this video you will also find the answers of questions such as why Python is getting more popular nowadays and what makes Python a better programming language than others. So we will discuss about the basics of Python and the history and several characteristics which makes it such and better programming language than others and several applications. So let's begin with what is Python? Python is nothing but a general purpose, dynamic, high level, and interpreted programming language. So, this is the very basic definition of Python, that it is a general purpose, dynamic, and high level interpreted programming language. It supports object oriented programming approach to develop and several applications. Coming to this history, the history behind the Python is that it is an interpreted and high-level programming language created by Julio van Rossum and first released in 1991. That time the Python version was 2.0, released in 2000, and it introduced the features like list, garbage collections, which we will be studying in our upcoming videos. So now, what are the several characters that we can say the features of Python that makes it such a better programming language than others and such a use in today's world? So very first feature of Python is that it is easy to use, that it has a simple structure, easy keyword, and clear defined syntax that makes this easy and attract the students. The second feature, that is free, that means open source. So the Python language is freely available and it's in official web address where you can easily download it and you can use it. Also, we have some Google Colab, which is the online platform where we will be doing some basics of programs, which I will be discussing in the upcoming videos. Coming to the next feature, that is object oriented. Now, object oriented is like Python supports both procedure oriented and object oriented programming, which is one of the key feature of Python, and it also supports multiple inheritance. The next feature, coming to the next feature, that is portable. Now portable means and equally on different platforms like Windows, Linux, Unix, etc., where we can use it. The next feature, it is expressive language. Now Python codes are simple and it makes more readable and understandable. That means when we will do with the coding portion, you can see that it is very easy to write and it is more understandable. That's not having a huge lump sum of logic and all. It is very easy to understand and we can write easily. Next, coming to the important feature of Python is that interpreted. I have mentioned in the definition of Python that it is an interpreted language. We know that it reads the code line by line, that makes debugging very easy. So this is also the one of the feature we can say that it is interpreted. Next, coming to the next feature, that is extensible. Now this one you might have seen many times, extensible. This means that Python code is simple and it makes more readable and understandable to. Also you can write some of your Python code in other languages like C++. It makes Python more extensible to the other fields also. Next, coming to the another feature, that is integrated. That means it can be integrated with with other languages like C, C++, and Java. And also we have the major feature of Python, that is GUI, which stands for graphical user interface. So it supports GUI is supported by programming. That means the Python offers the various libraries for making the graphical user interface, and Python is actually so much in use because it has huge number of libraries, and from there you can inherit the several functions, or you can say several methods for using any kind of program, or you can make a developed kind of interface also. And the last feature is that it can be said that, which I have discussed also, that a large standard library, Python downloads with a large library that you can use, so you don't have to write your own code for every single thing. It have huge number of libraries where we can use it and write our code in a easiest manner. So this is one of the most important feature, and Python makes so much in use because it has a large standard library. So these are the features which makes Python so much in use, and it is such an advanced and developing programming language in today's world. So let's now discuss some of the applications of Python. So the applications of the fields in which the Python programming is mostly used. The first field is web application. So web application, we can say we can use the Python to develop web applications, and it also provides us the frameworks such as Django, Pyramid, etc., etc., to design the several applications. One of the major use of Python today's is ML, that is machine learning. Different application can be implemented in machine learning using Python. In scientific computing, some libraries are there like Pandas, SciPy, which are the full of package of engineering and mathematics that helps the programming of the user to do the scientific computing. So Python has a major scope or an application that is not scientific computing. It has also made it use in business applications also. We have like on demand object, open object is an example of all-in-one Python-based application which offers a range of business applications. And also we have a major use in games and 3D graphics. Now buy 4 games, and you are likely to develop the user interface in Python-based applications. So that is much more new for creating the games and 3D graphics. Also the last application, which is a very major application, that is desktop application. We have now applications like YouTube, Dropbox, Cinema 4D are the next job applications which are all developed in Python. Some of the real life applications of Python are like Netflix, Facebook, Google, etc. They are all based somewhere developed with the help of Python. So that's why Python is so much in use, and it is such an efficient programming language. The major use that is interpreted, and it has a large standard library, and there are other set of libraries also which can be used, and it provides the frameworks such as Django, Pyramid, Science by Pandas, which are full of packages for development and building the several applications. So this is the basic introduction of Python which we have discussed. That's all for this video. Hope you people like it. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you everyone.